All right, good morning. It is Monday, July the 27th, 2026. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. Hopefully everyone's been enjoying the summer, staying cool if you're down here in the south. But yeah, it's been a fun, kind of busy summer, certainly for the Kroll family. Yeah, I've been traveling a little bit for work, but also kind of some fun travel with the family. So we made it up to we're up visiting, like the mountains for a little bit. I took the whole family up to Minnesota to see my parents and my wife Caitlin's parents, kind of like a family reunion on her side of the family, which was pretty neat. And it's just amazing to think school is starting up here in it's just a couple short weeks. Yeah, it starts so early down here. I grew up, it was like we didn't start till after Labor Day. Down here it's like August starts and school's right thereafter. So but yeah, we hope everyone's doing well. Review season is already right around the corner. So our team is already kind of preparing some thoughts, and I know the letter we sent out late last week. So you should be receiving that, just kind of agenda, things like that we're going to be discussing and reviewing. And like we say on that letter, the most important things to review are anything that's top of your mind, right? So any questions you have, any life changes, life updates, we would like to know about those. All right. So one thing you might have noticed if you've received that letter already is for some of you, we think this is a good time to start discussing Trump accounts. All right. So I thought it was important just to kind of wait for clarification on how these are actually going to work. There's kind of a lot of uncertainty since the actual bill passed. All right, so now we have that clarification. We have more guidance on the way these are actually going to work. Like the website is live, right? So a few weeks ago, in July here, the website's open where you can open those accounts. So just before you start diving in there, I would recommend you just let's talk about it in the review here coming up. If that might be in the beneficiary's best interest. All right. Yeah, we'll go over a lot of things, but just like the basics. The biggest benefit of these Trump accounts is just that compound interest from potentially, the day a child's born, right? So we talk a lot about how important compound interest is, to start saving, when you become a young professional. For most of us, though, that's early 20s. Where again, the biggest benefit of these Trump accounts is you can start compounding interest for a child at age 0, right? And now there are some drawbacks. We'll talk about that, but the fact you can start contributing for a child or a grandchild at age 0, for those first 18 years of life, like that could potentially be a really nice benefit for some, as compared to like a Roth IRA, like a custodial Roth IRA. Or a traditional IRA, right? Like for those accounts, like a child needs some earned income. So a lot of times that's not till high school or probably middle school at the earliest, right? So with some of these Trump accounts, you can just the child doesn't need income, right? So and then as compared to a 529, right? A 529 is just going to be a touch more restrictive for educational use. And so we'll walk through all kind of all these different options. And maybe also important to point out, like the only person that can open a Trump account for a child is their parent or guardian, right? Because that's a question we're getting a lot, like with a grandparent that might want to contribute for a grandchild. Like the grandparent can contribute to that grandchild's account, but it's got to be the parent or guardian that opens the account. and then grandma and grandpa can help fund it. So we'll go over all these in a lot more detail in the reviews here coming up. They kick off in about a month, so plenty of time to still fund them for 2026 if that's something you're interested in doing. So we'll take a look. We'll take a look at that for each of you. All right. Just the other thing I thought I'd bring up, just SpaceX. All right, I'm getting less questions on that now since the IPO. Now that the stock is down almost 50% from the peak, right? So it peaked at about $225 a share. Last I looked, trading around 113. So almost exactly half. It's been cut in half. Now that it's down 50%, is it a good buy? Is it a better buying opportunity? Well, it's obviously better here than it was there. Yeah, at the same time, I still don't think it's great, right? And I know, I think most of you probably. This was scary writing this in May when as I pointed out, kind of at the beginning of this. Just say we didn't know what the exact terms were going to be, but when you're looking at a valuation of 100 times revenue, the investment bankers did their job, right? They're supposed to get as much money for the company as possible. And yeah, as I shared in the newsletter, I was just quite concerned about retail investors that maybe don't have the best understanding of valuation, and the price you pay matters. And like I pointed out in there, right? Like SpaceX, when it came public, like its valuation was north of 100 times revenue. All right, so to put it in perspective, like if you've read that, sorry, here it is again, but 100 times revenue is what that SpaceX IPO'd at. NVIDIA, right, so Wall Street darling, maybe one of the fastest growing businesses in the world, if not the fastest, 25 times revenue. So SpaceX 100 times, NVIDIA 25 times revenue. Your average S&P 500 company trades between 3 and 4 times revenue. 3 to 4 times revenue, NVIDIA 25 times revenue, SpaceX IPOs north of 100 times revenue. So am I shocked it's down 50%? No. In fact, like the insiders, I don't think have even started selling yet. Like those lockup periods are about to come in where insiders are going to be able to start selling as well if they so choose. So yeah, and now that it's down 50%, like I think it still trades probably around 70 times sales or revenue. So I don't know. We'll see. Obviously an incredible company, really cool company, changing the world. Just many times there's a disconnect between, a great company isn't always a great stock purchase. Depends on the price, right? The price you pay matters. So I could talk about that for a long time. But questions, comments, concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to our team. And we are really looking forward to reviews. So enjoy the rest of the summer here, and we will talk with many of you very soon. Thanks.